Hello everybody, I have a Heart Gold Soul Silver Wi-Fi battle with you here today against Shappiredragon95, and if I sound quiet, that's because it's like kind of early in the morning. And when I say early, I mean like 9, but my parents are still asleep. So anyway, I'm going to lead off with Steelix, and he's going to lead off with Swampert. So we're both going to set up our rocks right off the bat. And then for some really weird reason I decided to Aqua Tail, thinking he would switch into a fire type. Funny part is this gets a crit. But if he does kind of a lot first to a Swampert, and he just roars me out. To my Dragonite, who is not going to like taking Stealth Rock damage. So with that, he's gonna get his lefty's recovery, but so that day was a bad day to be a Swampert, because I'm gonna go for Draco. Because I'm pretty sure he didn't predict me to be a special Dragonite. And this gets a crit. I don't think that matters though, since I'm Specs, I think. But either way, it was a bad day to be a Swampert that day, because he got critted twice in a row. I think I'm expert belted. Anyway, he goes into a Scizor. I don't know why. Because I was going to flamethrower it, but he decided to switch again to Umbreon, thinking I would switch, I guess. And since I am a special D-Knight, if I did get the burn on anything, it wouldn't matter. Like, if I got the burn on Umbreon, it wouldn't matter. Well, it probably would in the long run. But that point, I was going to do balls. So I'm going to have to withdraw Dragonite and go into my Machamp. This is Choice Banded, Adamant Max Attack. He goes for the Wish. This Umbreon, this whole game, it was just annoying. Two of his Pokemon were just uber annoying. So he's going to switch, and he's going to go into the second most annoying Pokemon, Slowbro. And I was going to Dynamic Punch. So I Ice Punched. I don't know why I Ice Punched. But that's gonna do balls. And he's gonna get the Wish Recovery. And I'm just like, oh god, this is gonna be annoying. So I'm gonna switch out, and I'm gonna go into Registeel. I was planning on T-Waving it, just to get some Parahacks. And he ends up T-Waving me, which I'm a Registeel, so I don't really care. It still takes T-Waves like nothing. So he's gonna switch, and I'm gonna T-Wave the oncoming Umbreon, which really helped along the. This really helped in the long run. So yeah, him T-Waving me didn't really matter because the Synchronize would have gotten me too. So now that we're both paralyzed and he can't do anything about it, I'm going to switch back into Machamp. And he's going to Wish up again. And this time, since I was 100% sure Slowbro was going to come back out, I would go for the payback. Yep, I go for the payback. It's gonna hit that thing hard. But, is it gonna KO? Is it gonna KO? It's doing a lot of damage. It's a crit. I knew it was a crit. Is it gonna KO? No. And then he's gonna get the Wish Recovery, so I'm just like, oh my god. So now, I already was predicting him to T-Wave, so I stayed in. Oh, he's gonna get his lefties, of course. But I was predicting him to T-Wave again, so I was gonna use Payback. He switches and goes out into Scizor. Like, this is a banded Scizor. So then, I'm gonna go for that Payback. That's actually gonna do quite a bit for being resisted, but then again, like I said, banded. I'm gonna bring it into the mid-yellow. And he's gonna hit me with a superpower, which he didn't KO. He's gonna do quite a bit though. Bring me down to low yellow. And with this defense drop, I think this payback takes it out. So far I'm in the lead for 6-4. But right now I was concerned with keeping Machamp alive for that Umbreon. And then he goes into his real other Pokemon, Jolteon. And I was like, oh, that's fun. Thunderbolt was obvious, so I'm gonna go into my special wall, Registeel. This thing trolls Jolteon. Watch how much this Thunderbolt does. Oh, he did Shadow Ball. Still it trolls Jolteon. It did nothing. And it's Life Orb, so I'm just wasting his hits. So I know he's gonna make a sub, trying to get Para. He's trying to hope for me to get paralyzed. And I get paralyzed, but it's not really gonna help him. I don't remember if he has Baton Pass on it. But now he's gonna T-Bolt me. Now watch how much this does. That did like nothing. I was proud of Registeel. I'm gonna go for that EQ. Obviously, that's gonna break his sub. Now, I was safe to know. I was reassured at this point since I knew that Registeel could wall Jolteon. And that's kind of his job. Now he's gonna Baton Pass. And I predicted Umbreon, or some. I knew he was gonna switch or do something like that, so I predicted Umbreon and I went for Brick Break. And that's gonna do. I guess I did like 1 damage. We're gonna get lefties, and I know I have to switch. I wasn't sure if he carried Ice Beam, but then he shows he has Calm Mind. I'm like, oh god. No, I think I stand in T-Wave it, just to be sure, so I can hope for some hacks. No, I Earthquake like a dumb idiot. Why did I Earthquake? I don't know. That does nothing. And then on this turn, oops. And then on this turn, he's gonna slack off on my switch, because I'm. So Slowbro walls Registeel. Registeel walls Jolteon. Jolteon can't really wall anything. So switch back into Machamp. I think I was done with him at this point. I think I went for Dynamic Punch to try and confuse him. I don't know, but this Slowbro is just the one that won't die. Oh, I got 4 more paybacks. Yeah, I went for more paybacks, hoping he would T-Wave. Did quite a bit. And then he surfs me and KOs me. So his moveset was T-Wave, Calm Mind, Surf, and Slack Off. So it would have been nice to know he didn't have Psychic earlier. But I'm going to get his lefties recovery, and I'm going to go into my T-Tar. This is a special T-Tar. It's running a special T-Tar and a special Dragonite. Sue me for it. Then comes the Sandstorm, so now I'm going to T-Bolt his face off, except he's going to switch into his Umbreon. Do I answer that? Okay, this is where this T-Wave becomes really, really helpful, because I go for the Dark Pulse. Nothing happens. Oh. He did more than expected to an Umbreon. I was getting into lefties, and this is where the T-Wave becomes really helpful, because I'm going to Ancient Power, trying to get my stats, and I have a, whatever that increases Rock-type moves, like Hard Stone or something, so he's going to Wish Up, yeah, that's what I have, a Hard Stone, and here comes a bit of a stall, sort of. It's me trying to get my stat raises, and him just trying to survive. I'm going to Ancient Power again. And I think he curses up. And he gets parahaxed. I don't know what he was trying to do though, he didn't tell me. So he's gonna get back to like 3/4. But luckily I still have ancient powers to spare, like 5 of them I think. So I'm gonna ancient power again. And I think after this one, yeah, I got my stat boost. And I was like, oh yeah, I got this. And he gets paralyzed. What he told me right here is he was gonna try and wish up, but he couldn't. So now I'm feeling really good about this right here now, because I got all my stats raised. I'm faster, stronger, and I have more defense. I'm gonna go for Ancient Power again, hoping for a second stat boost. And I get it. So now I'm at +2 everything, so I'm really confident at this point. And he tried to wish up, but he couldn't. So down goes annoying Pokemon number 1. I think I finished it off with an Ice Beam or a T-Bolt or something. Oh no, I tried to be greedy and go for to get a 3rd stat boost. But this thing goes down, and I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. And then Radio's like, oh yeah, I got this set now. Then he goes into a Salamence, which I was fine with that. It's Uber, according to Smogan, but I don't really care. So he's gonna get the Intimidate off. I don't really care since I'm special. And I was gonna Ice Beam him, but he turns out to be Scarfed and he hits me with Earthquake. I'm like, yeah, that's okay, that's cool. I'm gonna take a little bit of damage, but I'm pretty sure I can take that. I have +2 defense. So then, I expected it to leave me in half yellow, but then I started getting nervous when it went down, 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 down. He gets a crit. I'm like, fudge. So now, I'm pretty sure it's Scarfed the way how he switches out on this next turn, and how I don't see any Life Orb or Lefties recovery. So I'm gonna go into my Dragonite, and I think I faked the Ice Beam. I'll take rocks damage, but I think I faked the Ice Beam, and it came down to whatever he switched into. Yeah, if he switched into Slowbro, he would have won this match, but he switched into Jolteon, and I go for the Ice Beam. If he switched into Slowbro, he would have taken that. Well, then again, I could have killed it off with a T-Bolt. It was kind of one of those moments where it's a close. So now I got the Sandstorm wearing me down. And now he's gonna go back into a Slowbro. He didn't know I had the T-Bolt until right about now. So now Slowbro goes down. Yay! All he has left is a Scarf Salamence, and I don't know what he can do. I don't know what he can do to Dragonite. Maybe like Dragon Claw or something. Although I think I go into like Steelix to wall it. Yeah, Salamence comes back in. I'm gonna Ice Beam. He's gonna take rocks damage, which is awesome. Get that Intimidate off, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna Ice Beam his face. And he goes for Outrage. So he's gonna KO Dragonite. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I still had Steelix from the beginning of the battle. A lot of my Pokemon I didn't get to use, which was weird. The Dragonite goes down, and I'm just going to switch into Steelix, and I'm going to Stone Edge him, and that's going to be good game, Shappiredragon95. Like 11 damage from Stealth Rocks. Get an Outrage. It's going to do like a little bit more than I expected. No, it did nothing. Oh yeah, I misclick here. I clicked Stealth Rock, which was kind of funny, but he got the 3rd turn of Outrage. He's gonna Outrage again. It's still gonna do like nothing, except it gets a crit here. And then I'm gonna Stone Edge, it's not gonna miss, and then that's going to be good game, Shappiredragon95. I think that's my victory, 3-0. Yeah, that's my victory, 3-0, because I only lost Machamp, Dragonite, and T-Tar, and Cherrim didn't even get a chance to battle. But that's it for this Wi-Fi battle, so I will see you guys next time.